Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, on to the sixth set of STX versus We Made Fox. Still got Roro alongside. This is our second day of casting. We just couldn't do all these games in one day, just not possible. But we are going to get to see Hwasin try to snipe another Zerg again. This time it's going to be the last real good player for We Made Fox, and that's going to be Roro. Pure is not going to be used in the lineup today. He's really the only even competent player not being played for We Made Fox. Disregarding Nada, because Nada doesn't really see playtime anymore for whatever reason, pretty much in semi-retirement. But this is going to be on, what map is this? This looks like it's match point, so it's going to be Hwasin versus Roro on match point, and you know, anytime it's a TVZ and Hwasin's the T, you gotta think that Hwasin's got a good shot at it. So unless he's maybe feeling a little bit tired, I think this is his third game. I think Hwasin's got a good chance in here, although Roro's definitely a quality player as well.
Yeah, and you might say that, you know, people play best of 3, best of 5 all the time, but that last game just to me was mentally exhausting. That was like such a long game that Hwasin just barely managed to win in the end, and like occasionally I'm exhausted after like a single game of StarCraft, and it's games just like that that are so hard fought and so long. But you know, Hwasin's a trooper, and I expect him to, like, Roro has an advantage of freshness, but I'm pretty sure Hwasin is the better player in this case. I don't think I'd get much debate there. What do you think?
I don't think you would either. I mean, Roro's good, and Roro, I think, has actually been building up a decent little fan base for himself, but I don't think you're going to get too much argument that Hwasin's probably the better player overall, although he's not walling in, which is kind of interesting. I don't know about this one. I usually like to see players wall in on this map just because, I don't know, it just seems to be easy to do. Just go to your natural expansion, just throw down a little wall in at your, by that minerals, or you can even do one at your natural choke, just throw down a racks and a supply depot, and then push out to that mineral only if you're feeling a little bit more conservative. It's not too hard to do. But yeah, just a kind of interesting note that Hwasin did not choose to wall in, and we've got a 12 hatch and extractor before pool. Interesting.
Occasionally you see extractor before pool in like 2-hatch muta. I was looking at the Team Liquid like Liquipedia or whatever it is, and for 2-hatch muta they actually have a build up there where you go 12 hatch 11 gas 10 pool, and like it certainly does get you gas a lot faster. It actually delays your lair a bit, but once the spire is up, you actually have enough gas to build 6 mutas. So it's like, although it's still really early, maybe even too early to call, I think we're gonna see 2-hatch mutas from Roro. And Roro, like if you look at his stats on TLPD, the Team Liquid Pro Gamer database, he's still like below 50%. But if you look at his recent games, he's been tearing it up. Like he's had losses recently, but to like Jaedong and Bisu and Cal, and like that's it. And he beat some respectable people. He beat Free, he beat Best, he beat Firebat Hero, he beat Jangbi, Deja Vu's favorite player, Jangbi, in July even. So Roro's definitely like making a name for himself, and despite the fact that statistically and historically not the best player, just like the games he's been playing have been really impressive. So he's going for the lair at his natural expansion, and I think probably definitely 2-hatch mutas at this point, because if you're going to go for 2-hatch lurkers, first of all, it's a retarded build. It's just inferior.
Thank you.
What?
I hate 2-hatch lurkers. It is the build I hate more than any other build in the entire game of StarCraft.
Alright, yeah, so if you were going to go for 2-hatch lurkers, it doesn't require as much gas as early as 2-hatch muta does, so he probably would have gone 11 pool, 10 gas.
Look at how late these are the initial Zerglings for Roro. So late. So Hwasin's got a good, nice eyeball of all of this going 1 racks and it's.
Oh, he is going for a 3rd hatchery.
It's kind of like a 2.5 hatch muta, I guess, is what this is. 2.5. Well, I don't know. No,
in a commentary a very long time ago, I made fun of someone for going 2.5 hatch muta. They, like, as their spire was building when they should have been saving larva and money, they built a hatchery. So
I guess
feel
that would actually be
better
2.5
than that.
Yeah, that would actually be 2.5 hatch muta. But it looks like Hwasin's going to get his bunker up in time. He'll be fine to defend against this. And, you know, you were talking earlier about how Roro kind of has come on recently as of late, really gotten a lot better. And I think a really good... That happens to a lot of players, I think. They kind of start out a little bit... Not everyone can start out like Flash and Jaedong and Bisu and just storm the scene and just start rocking house. Not everyone can do that, but I think
some people just have to suck for a while.
Yeah, they just gotta improve, you know. I think the best example of that is
Backup?
really for Eastro. He was
Oh.
just hovering at about 50% for what, the last like 2 seasons of Pro League and everything, and then all of a sudden this season he just starts rocking face. He's just beating everyone left and right and has like established himself as the ace of Eastro over up matches.
Including ending
impressive.
Flash's 1 billion game Terran versus Terran win streak.
Yeah, no joke. That's really impressive. Like, he came on strong, and he was just hovering around 50% for multiple seasons. I'm
Did
pretty sure.
Roro place a 4th hatchery at the top left?
I think he did, and he's not mining gas at his natural expansion.
Roro's gone crazy. He's like faking 2-hatch Muta and going for a ridiculous macro build. I am going to, if this works, I'm going to try it like immediately on iCup.
And then someone's gonna push out with like 8 Marines and 2 Firebats and 2 Medics, and you're gonna die.
Shh. But this is like a really clever build because like Hwasin scouted 2-hatch Muta. It's like when you see 12-hatch, 11 extractor, 10 pool, that's like an automatic indicator for 2-hatch Muta. There's no other build that could be. And
Throwing up
Roro's
turrets
taking
now.
that, like Roro's playing his mind games. He's taking that knowledge. He's like, and Hwasin, I do believe he put up the early engineering bay. I do believe he's preparing for that. And it looks like only 4 Mutas coming out for Roro because of all the bases that he built.
Yeah, and they're gonna run right into Marines. He needs to be careful. Doesn't want to lose them right now. Okay, good. He did notice. That would have been really ugly if he had pulled.
What was with that one wing?
Yeah, he lost that one lane. Not a big deal. And actually,
It's like, where did it even come from? It just seems so.
I think it was the one that he was trying to like just keep a scout on at the base. So he just brought that in, hoping to distract the Marines so they didn't take pot shots at the Mutalisks.
All right, so hopefully, like if Hwasin is aware of the third base at the like 930 position, he can go just completely stomp its face in right now. Because I'd expect there to be sunkens at the natural.
Nope.
No, there's no sunkens anywhere.
Roro's
counting
Muta
on
micro
these
though.
mutas.
Roro's just gonna take down the forces with Mutas. Wow.
Yeah, so he takes down the first force of Marines, but six more Marines reinforcing. But there's plenty of Mutas out now. When you have 4 hatcheries up, it's pretty easy to make a lot of Mutas. 4 hatcheries and 3 gas. It's like, wow, I've never seen someone on 4 different bases this early in the game. It's not even 8 minutes, and he's 4 bases, 3 gas.
Yeah, this is really pretty. This is pretty cool by him. And honestly, I think at this point, Washington's almost lost already. Like, it's almost to that point where you're like, I don't know what Washington's gonna do. He's lost pretty much all of his Marines.
There's still a long period of time where all of these are really, like, everything's vulnerable on the map. There's no static defense at any base, and like if Hwasin can deal. Like, if he can just amass a slightly larger force of Marines, and he's got that eBay up. So
He's got 4 Marines. That's his entire force is 4 Marines right now.
Okay,
like,
in
medics.
theory, if he could amass some Marines, then... No,
there's another round. There's a couple more rounds are popping out now, but he's got, like, nothing. This is really bad for him. Like, and look at Roro. He's not even producing military units. He's getting his den up and stuff, but he's just sitting there droning up and droning up and droning up.
I want to see, like, the fastest possible hive, like, 8-minute hive. Right now, Queen's Nest up, hive.
I saw the den and Evo chamber. I didn't see a Queen's Nest, so I don't think he's going hive yet.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for lurkers, and he's going to get the factory's not even building. He's going to get these lurkers in before there's mobile detection for it, and the mutas are going to be here for, a while to come because Hwasin's being and there's the Queen's Nest. Dang. All right. Oh no, Hwasin does have a starport. I did not see the factory. There it is. There it is. But yeah, he's gonna have the science vessel tech up pretty soon. I'm sorry for miscalling that.
Oh no, my video is gonna lag out. Oh no, I've almost run out of buffering. Oh no.
Can we like pause the recording while you buffer and then be like, we're back?
Yeah, let's just pause it right now at 9.